Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, only to find the body of someone who died just hours ago lying in the same room. It sounds like something from a horror movie, but for many ancient people, it was a normal part of saying goodbye. Thousands of years ago, death was very different from what we know today. There were no hospitals, funeral homes, or morgues. When someone died, their body usually stayed inside the family home until it was time for burial. This could last from a few hours to several days, depending on local customs and how long it took to prepare the funeral. During this time, family members often stayed close to the deceased. They prayed, shared memories, mourned together, and sometimes even slept in the same room. To us, this may seem frightening, but to them, it was a final act of love and respect. One reason for this tradition was spiritual belief. Many ancient cultures believed that the soul did not leave immediately after death. Instead, they thought it remained nearby for a short time before beginning its journey to the afterlife. Staying close to the body was believed to help protect the soul and honor the person who had passed away. Some cultures also feared evil spirits. They believed that dangerous supernatural forces could disturb the dead or interfere with the soul's journey. Families stayed awake, lit candles, burned incense, or recited prayers to protect their loved one until the burial, but not every reason was based on religion or superstition. There were also practical reasons. Ancient homes were small, and there was nowhere else to keep the body. Burials often took time because graves had to be dug by hand, relatives needed time to arrive, and funeral ceremonies required preparation. Until everything was ready, the deceased remained at home with the family. Archaeologists have discovered that many ancient civilizations treated their dead with great care. Bodies were washed, wrapped in clean cloth, and sometimes buried with flowers, food, jewelry, or personal belongings. These items were believed to help the deceased in the afterlife or to show love and respect. Surprisingly, some of these traditions still exist today. In many parts of the world, families hold overnight vigils before a funeral. Friends and relatives gather to pray, share memories, and support one another. Although the customs have changed over time, the idea of not leaving a loved one alone has survived for thousands of years. So, did ancient people really sleep beside the dead? In some cultures, yes, but it wasn't because they enjoyed it or wanted to be surrounded by death. They believed it honored the deceased, protected the soul, and gave families one final chance to say goodbye. What seems eerie to us today was, for them, an expression of love, faith, and respect. Sometimes the strangest traditions in history become much easier to understand once we discover the reasons behind them,